Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News, and this is a Rock and Metal News flashback at some old vinyl. Today we're going to take a look at some old vinyls for Iron Maiden. Collected vinyls back in the day and just kind of went through some and picked out the Iron Maiden. So we're going to start with their first album, Iron Maiden, their debut. And interesting fact about this album is Adrian Smith was not in Iron Maiden at this time. The guitarist was Dennis Stratton. So it had Clive Burr on drums, Dave Murray on guitar, Steve Harris on bass, and Paul Di'Anno, of course, on vocals. So that is the first one. This is the back. And there is no sleeve in this one. That's very interesting. It was just a plain white sleeve in this album. And this album here was 1980. So that's when the first Maiden album came out, 1980 on that one. Number 2 was Killers, Iron Maiden Killers. And this one, of course, is the addition of Adrian Smith on guitar. And you can see the back is that there. So you can see Adrian Smith. I love this album, man. This is an amazing album. I loved the first 2 Maiden albums. And I thought Paul Di'Anno sang just really amazing on them. So pretty cool, great songs as well, of course. Then the next one is Iron Maiden Japan. And this one here is a live album. This was recorded, let's see, what year was this one? Looks like 1981 it's got on the vinyl. There's the back. You can check that back out there. And yeah, this track list is Running Free, Remember Tomorrow, Wrathchild, Killers, and Innocent Exile. So pretty cool. And I don't think this doesn't have a sleeve in it at all either, just a plastic sleeve. And then the almighty and famous Number of the Beast. What an album this is, of course. This is just a classic. And this is the introduction to Bruce Dickinson. And that's the back of the album. And yeah, this one basically has the introduction of Bruce Dickinson, and this is the last album that Clive Burr will be drumming on. But amazing album, of course. And this is one of my faves, and I really got into Maiden at this time. I went to the Peace of Mind World Tour with Saxon and Fastway, and this is Peace of Mind. And this, of course, has Nico McBrain on it for a drummer as he took over for Clive Burr. And there's the back. And this one does have a sleeve in it. It's got all the lyrics, and it's got them eating the dinner there and the brain on the plate. And then on this side they have all the lyrics for the album. And I played this one so much, man. It was just constantly on when Maiden. I loved that album. Then got the single for Trooper, which is on Peace of Mind. And it's just a single. And there's the back. And this one here, it has Cross-Eyed Mary, which is a cover of Jethro Tull's Cross-Eyed Mary. So it's got the Trooper on one side, Cross-Eyed Mary on the other side. Then one of the best covers, I think, of all time in metal, Powerslave. I mean, how can you go wrong with Powerslave? This is just an amazing album. There's the back. And this one, of course, has the classic sleeve inside with the guys over the mummies thing there. And they got the lyrics on the other side. So what a cool album this is, and of course I think one of the some of the best artwork of all time. Just like a classic album cover, man. I mean, that is unreal. Then they put out a live album, and it was called Live After Death. And that's the front of the album there. There's the back. And inside, this one opened up to the Powerslave tour. So that's kind of what when you went to see, I saw the Powerslave tour with Iron Maiden, and Twisted Sister opened up for that. And this has some cool stuff in it. I mean, it's kind of got a poster. It's got some cool pages in there. that. It's got the classic. There's another picture from the concert. That's exactly what it looked like. What an amazing show that was. And on side the two, they have the lyrics again on this. And they have some pics on this. It's a double album, of course. And this is pretty much, I guess, the Powerslave tour. And then this is the second vinyl. And then it's got the lyrics again on that. But yeah, what a really cool tour that was. I mean, Maiden was one of my favorite bands of all time, so I just really love that. And the last vinyl that I got for Maiden before I started getting CDs was Somewhere in Time. And that's that one there. And this actually was a really, it's kind of like the Blade Runner theme, right? And it's got, they always incorporate, you know, they got the pyramid from Powerslave. They usually always had some artwork that incorporated something from all their albums. And this is a really, really cool album cover too. It's so detailed. There's so many different things on this one. And this has a pic inside you could check out. And then on the other side, it's got the lyrics. So that is a little tour through my Iron Maiden vinyls, which I had some requests to do. So we'll see if I can pull out some other stuff that I have. I have a ton of Judas Priest stuff, so I might do Judas Priest next. But yeah, that's some of the vinyls. Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, probably two of my favorite bands of all time. But Judas Priest was up there as well during those days. So this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News. Thanks for tuning in.